What's up, everybody? This is Aquarius Roberts back at it again with another episode of Divinity Unleashed. And I hope everybody's doing fine out there. I have your card in my hands that we'll be talking about today. So, last time we talked about the Ace of Pentacles, right? So, I also not only want to teach you the cards individually, but I want you to see how they produce to the next card, right? So you can see the fulfillment and the upgrade of an idea, the Ace of Pentacles starting, and how that one idea evolves into something spectacular for the future, right? And so in life, we're all going through journeys. Now, the cards individually speak about, you know, they have a theme, but just like in a spread, a card has a theme, but it also has a story to it, right? And so that brings us to this card, which is the Two of Pentacles. Woo, woo, woo. So the Two of Pentacles is a very interesting card because the Two of Pentacles actually shows the process of life that we go through. So as I said, the pentacles stand for shielding, the Merkaba, right? Shielding you, keeping you safe, right? And so this is causing balance. So now the Ace of Pentacles was about new ideas coming to you from the spirit world to help you manifest a real idea, a real grounded idea. So pentacles are all about earth, right? These are earth cards, right? And so the Two of Pentacles is all about life's motions. It's about the motions in life that we go through and us trying to balance those motions out. As you see in the back of the card, there is a river, sea, whatever it is back there. But I want to say like an ocean or something because there's ships on it. So an ocean, and you know, oceans are very big bodies of water, so they carry a lot of emotion to them because water in the tarot is all about emotions. Water, period, like the Holy Grail, is emotions. It's how you deal with things, you know, emotionally, your emotional triggers, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Things that spark you off. So here we have these two ships. We have one big ship here, which ships stand for traveling, right? And and as you see, these two ships are traveling on the waves of the ocean. So these are emotions that are flowing, right? These are flowing emotions that are trying to get somewhere. They're on a journey, right? And they're going with the emotions of life, right? And so as you see this man right here who's in a red outfit, red is the color of passion. So a passion is like for Mars for me, assertiveness, your willpower to do something, to put in your own work into something so that it can establish results, right? So as you see, he's got two pentacles in his hand, but he's juggling, right? And he has the affinity sign wrapped around these two pentacles. So the infinity sign deals with cycles of life. It is actually the symbol that rules the number 8, right? Because the affinity sign actually looks like the number 8. And the number 8 is all about everything has a consequence. Every effect has a consequence. Every effect has an action that will be taken after the cause, right? And so, yeah, every cause has an effect, to simplify. So, this guy here is juggling these two pentacles on the affinity sign. So he is trying to balance out harmonious two different aspects, because 2 is the card of choice, right? 2 is the number of duality. So he is trying to balance two opposite forces in his life, or trying not to balance, but juggle these things, right? So for me, juggling for me is like juggling different aspects. So let's talk about work, because this is a pentacle card. Even though this could have other facades, let's start with the work aspect, because pentacles are all about saving money and trying to balance out stuff, right? So the two pentacles that he's balancing here, one could be work life, right? The other one could be home life, right? And you're trying to find the time to Pentacles time, their travel mechanisms also. So Pentacles Merkabas are what Thoth actually traveled on. So they're traveling guides, right? So this guy's trying to get somewhere with his juggling. He's trying to juggle and balance out his emotions in the process of life. He's like, okay, I gotta work every day. I got a family at home. I need to be able to balance out my time with my family and my time with my work equally, right? Because I need money, right? And I need my family. So I can't do without either or the both. So I need to, I don't want to necessarily make a choice. um, I'm just going to balance these things out. I'm going to go back and forth and try to keep juggling. But this could be a successful thing, because sometimes you need to juggle when you have a lot of things on your plate. Work, gym, kids. You know what I mean? Home life, friends, things like that. The Two of Pentacles is a very good card to come up, because it's saying like emotionally you'll be able to deal with the things in life that are coming up for you. You'll be the master juggler, right? And you won't decide, you'll just juggle the two, because two is a number of duality, right? So it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of patience to be able to juggle, and it takes skill, right? So you would call this card the patience and skill card, right? Even though the eight of Pentacles is the actual skill card, but it's the skill card for the apprentice, right? This skill card is like the mental skills, the emotional skills to be able to balance more than one aspect of life. So now let's talk about this on a different epilogue. So love, juggling two different people, right? You could juggle two different people. You could be messing with two people who are potentially very important to you in different ways, but they both could be profiting, right, towards you. They could be very profiting towards you. So therefore, the Two of Pentacles coming up in a reading for a love spread would be like, balancing out two different people. Like there's a third party in the situation with you. You are not the third party, but there's two other people that are dealing with you, and you're dealing with both of these people. One could be emotionally, a great person to you, and the other person could be financially great to you. You know what I mean? And you don't want to decide between both of these people, so you're dealing with both of them, right? And you're successfully juggling this out. But you want to watch that, because jugglers drop things. So you can drop the ball. You know what I mean? So it's all about your motives and how you're doing things. All right. So these are Pentacle cards. So these are Earth cards, right? Once again, these are all about Earth, right? So this is about stability. This could be about juggling different finances to balance yourself out, to be able to make it through cycles. This also can be this could also be like you wanting to formulate, try different things out to see how they work out for you in your life. So this, as I said before, this is card number 2. So 2 is the number of duality, right? And duality is the separation from from what is, right? we have the state of just being, and then we have duality, where duality forces you to make a choice, right? And you're like, mercy or severity. I don't know which one, if I should be, if I should assertively put my ideas out there, you know what I mean? Or should I integrate on them a little bit? Should I think about them? Because two, in the major arcana, is the high priestess. So the high priestess sits on the moon, right? So she's got her emotions in check, right? So here with the two, this is like a minor facade of the high priestess, right? So here, this two right here is like, because he sees focused on the pinnacle. So he's like trying to come up with the best answers that he can come up with to successfully balance this situation out. So if this card comes out in an outcome, this would be the person is going to be able to juggle all the things that he has on his plate. If this is in the past, then it would be you've had to juggle at one point in time in your life, and you successfully done it, and now you get to move on to a new phase. And that's when we learn how to juggle things properly, we become skilled at it, right? We become good at it, and it becomes a creative art. So this could be a card well for creativity, right? If you're asking about creativity in a reading, this will be a perfect card to speak about you being more creative about how you do things, right? Instead of getting bogged down by it, and this is too much, and this is too much, right? Because it's that eight, that Saturn eight, the universal sign, the infinite sign. You know what I mean? It's that hard work that you're putting in to balance a situation out, so you can come away from duality, right? Because we get into the three next, which is wholeness, enjoyment, and completion, and planning, right? And moving forward with these ideas you've been juggling in the physical realm, right? So as a personality card, the Two of Pentacles would be a person that is a juggler, a person that juggles different finances, or a person who is a cheater, and they don't know how to decide between different partners, or they don't like to make decisions for real. They'd rather just kind of, well, I'll incorporate that. It's a person that could take on too much too, but could be a great juggler, juggling different jobs, could be working 2-3 jobs at one time and balancing all that out, or could be working a job, have a family, on a bowling team, something like that, and just be good at it, resourceful at it, you know what I mean, and good at implementing different plans and formulas to be able to make things happen for them. So that will bring you your Two of Pentacles. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you would like a reading from me, Tarot God, please go on www.divinityunleashed.life to schedule you a reading with me, a live reading with me. And soon we'll actually be doing some new things here and incorporating some new aspects, and I'll be incorporating astrology aspects also, and runes and gemstones, and basically giving the definitions of all these things. So for you inquiring minds that really want to know about gemstones, or which ones could really work for you, or what energies certain ones bring, I will be bringing these videos out also, so just to make things a little more interesting and not just be teaching the tarot, because I actually work with a lot of different other arts also. So let us have some fun. But this is Aquarius Roberts. Boom! Out of here.